Okay. Hmm. Here we go. Mm, 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 mm. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. There, full screen. Okay. Exit full screen. Add a tab. Go back over here. Put a star on that. Oh boy. Oops. There we go. All right. Try to fight off the urge to say, here, 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 give me that. All right. Let's see how. All right. I'll go into the Twitter here. Let's see what we got. How about we do. All right. New message. Create group. Here we go. Create groupo. Oops. Boop. Boop. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oops. Okay, next. All right, here's the deal. All right, here's the deal. All right, got no group info, edit. Group name, here we go. All, delete. Group name, VAULT, number 2. Savo. There we go. I bothered everybody. There we go. Yo, Jack. Put a star by that. Okay. Let's see how I get some people into comments, private chat. Alright, let's see this guy. No, take that away. Put user in timeout, block user. No, let's not do that. Invite guest plus what the people do. Okay, invite. Copy to clipboard. Oh yeah, here we go. Nope. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, figuring it out. Oot, don't you know? All right, so I have just created the vault number 2. Um, invite, yeah, close tip, awesome. No backgroundo. Here, remove from stream, solo layout. All right, well, do that. How do I? Okay, share stream, slides, extra video file. What do we got here? What's in the video file? Oh, how about? Let's go desktop.
Legs are broke and I can't go. Everywhere I crawl, I feel I choke. Everywhere I crawl, everywhere I crawl, no, no, down. Nowhere for me to rest the soles of my feet. No countenance to smile upon. Nowhere for me to rest the soles of my feet. No countenance to smile upon, all to everything that I love is a dead and gone. Do do da do down. Bop.
Jack Savinka.
Hey, buddy.
How you going?
Well, that's kind of awesome. First one in. All right, this is I tell you what, Gable with the first comment, which is appropriately titled "Down with Vic," and and Mantis, you're the first one to jump in. So yeah,
Sure am.
just getting it figured out, man. So this thing is a little bit more intuitive than I thought it would have been. It really goes.
They've gone it. Is it StreamYards? Yeah, it's they've made it quite user friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty easy to navigate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I guess the other thing was when people are messing with stuff, and I'll see you and Smirk and just everybody, they'll zoom it out and they'll go to like a YouTube tab from their screen.
Yep.
I'm not sure how to do that because I kind of there is one YouTube video that I'm kind of obsessed with.
The share screen button down the bottom there.
Okay, share screen.
It says share. Yep. And then you bring up another window, like just a separate Google or whatever you use.
Okay.
Type it in there, get YouTube up, and then go to share that YouTube window.
Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, so share. Okay, and then do a tab. All right, here we go. What do we got? Probably should have had this loaded already, but that's all right. All right, what do we got? All right, you're probably
seeing,
are you seeing everything that
what's going on, fellow kids?
Hey.
No.
So are you seeing everything that I'm doing right now, just bumping around here?
Not yet. No.
Okay, so when I hit the video, I wonder if it'll. So here we go. How about this? Of course, there's a commercial.
You press share screen and then you click on the tabs.
Okay. Okay, let me go back. All right, so the tabs here on the bottom.
Yeah, so it'll be share tabs, and then it'll come up at the top somewhere. It'll be like the tabs that you've got open, and you've just got to choose the one you've got open.
Okay. So share. And here we go. How about that? Still no?
Nope.
Okay.
So you click share.
Okay, so clear at the bottom the plus that has share. So I hit share, and then there's share screen at the very share screen,
and go across to like Microsoft Edge tab or whatever you're using, or window.
Okay. Use Chrome if you like to share. Oh, yep, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, share screen, and then select tab. Okay. Select window of screen. Okay, let's try this. How about entire screen?
if you share your entire screen, if you've got anything up that'll dox you, then you're gonna be careful.
Oh, okay.
I don't see anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
So like, there should be an option to share your Chrome tab or something else.
Yep. Okay, let's try it again. Boy, this is exciting stuff, people. Thanks for hanging on. Okay, so share.
It's all right.
Share screen.
Yep.
Share screen again. Oh, for bleep's
Yep.
sakes. Allow access, then reload page. Woof. Yeah, I bumped the wrong button because I didn't want to dox myself because it was going to share the whole thing. Now it's been blocked. Okay. Then the reload page. Okay, let's try that. Oh boy, growing pains here. But I guess since you're the first one in, one of the things I've been really thinking about is like some of the guys I hang out with quite a bit, like you and Vic and Smirk and Dillard. It just like almost interviews like I'm obsessed with process, and specifically with stuff like so there's a cartoonist that's from the Pacific Northwest, I think Washington or someplace up there, Oregon, and he talks about breathe in, breathe out. Like he'll create a bunch of stuff. It is his name. The name of his website is called The Oatmeal. I don't know if you've heard it. His
No.
you have?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's The Oatmeal. He's a pretty liberal guy, but I kind of take it on the thing that he does really good work when it's entertaining and when he's not political. So I just kind of take that for what it is. But he has some really good stuff where he'll talk about like he created a whole bunch of stuff and he had to do some more deadlines and made some comics and all that stuff. And his name is Matthew Inman. There we go. His name's Matthew Inman.
Okay. Yeah.
He did a whole bunch of comics and everything.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
And he was exhausted. And so he made one more, and it took him an extra long time and all this. And so he kind of figured out, it's like, man, if I'm not taking things in, I don't have anything to breathe out. So I think there's been a handful of times when I might have been in the chat, like, what do you guys read? What do you guys take in? Because there's sometimes where like I'll be creating so much stuff or drawing or writing or so much, I'm just empty. And I find that I need to like, I read comics or read a book or, or take in. So it's like, well, for you personally, what's some of that stuff that you kind of mess with?
It's a good question. I like certain TV shows I watch a fair bit of, but it just depends. Books like that I read, but I dabble more in the psychology side of it. So I watch heaps of YouTube videos.
Okay.
Like I watch like a Jordan Peterson lecture on like the biblical stories of like whatever, and it's stuff like that. Like I don't absorb like the classics as well. Like I like George R. R. Martin, Tolkien, like Stephen King, some of his early stuff, even though he's
right.
But I get most of my influence and my inspiration from film, like most of it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta, it's really difficult to nail down favorites, but do you have some things like, I find the things that I remember are like maybe not the best movies, but certain interactions in certain scenes that really kind of stick with me. I watched the Last Boy Scout was on. The Last Boy Scout was on on whatever, and I love that scene where he's in the alley, and he's hungover, he's feeling crappy, he's doing a job he doesn't want to do, and he looks down and there's a cigarette in the gutter, and he's out of smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. That's what I like about the comic book medium too. Like you can capture sort of that film essence in like stills. Like,
okay.
Gable says, Danny Boyle's Sunshine changed me.
No, not that one.
So do you use Chrome or?
Yeah, well,
When you
I've been
click share,
using
it
well
should
on here.
say,
I'm using Firefox because
okay.
well I generally
Yes, I don't have
use.
that, so I don't know what it says.
Oh no, that's fine. And it's not that big a deal, just kind of navigating. Also, how to talk. How to talk. In your browser.
I can probably show you. Hang on. Like,
Okay.
if I got this.
Your browser. So if I X out of everything, will I actually accidentally end the stream?
Yes. It won't end. You'll be able to come back with the link that you sent out.
Okay, so it'll stay live, but I can jump back in. But
It'll stay
what
live.
you're telling me is to close
Yeah.
everything out and come back in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll
No.
jump.
Here, wait. Watch this. No, wait. Do you want to watch?
Okay.
Here we go. I'll share mine. Right. This is the StreamYards page. So down the bottom, it'll say I'm sharing screen. So
Okay.
you just allow mine.
So add to stream.
Yep. See this down here? Share.
Yep.
That's the button you press, right? Press that.
But
And
I think
it'll say share. It'll say share Firefox window or something. Like,
yeah. What I did was I got afraid that your browser has blocked the screen. Click the screen icon in your address bar window. Oh, here we go.
yeah, I don't know.
There we go. There we go. Let's try that. Yeah, because I did that and I got afraid because I was like, oh no, it's share screen, select window or screen, StreamYard. Yeah,
there
there
should
we
be
go.
another one. Yeah.
And then say allow.
Yeah.
Okay. The browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues. Okay. Weird. Well, let's try it one more time. We can do. Select window or screen.
Gabriel says use Chrome. It plays nicer with StreamYards.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I don't think I have Chrome on here. Or maybe I do. No, actually, I don't think I do. No. I'll leave it for next time. It's not that huge a deal.
It's all right.
It's just more navigating.
Yeah.
How about this?
Gabriel says, good thing it installs in 15 seconds.
I believe I'm being mocked.
I think you're right there, Jack.
Oh, boy. Okay, here. How about this? Okay, so can I let you play that link that I threw in there? It's such a long way around the barn. So can I give you control, or can you jump in and do it?
Where are we? Yeah, I can do that. Hang on.
Okay. So Gable, you're saying that that this runs a lot better in with Chrome.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I use what is it? I don't know, Windows 10 or something.
Okay.
But Chrome does work with it.
Okay.
Just share that. Okay.
Perfect. Always get me.
Of course, the stupid
Okay.
commercial. Yeah,
Does
it's
that
my
have
favorite.
audio or not?
It does. It's probably not running too great. Man, that's I think about that video all the time. Yeah, that's if you really get a chance to sit down and listen to it with the sound does up, like that was that guy was a real big innovator with some of the hot rod stuff, and he I mean he was doing that with factory parts, making some really amazing stuff with factory parts, man. And the thing is that motor was probably turning over like 8 or 9,000 RPMs, which is just crazy for the technology. I mean, it's so funny. They talk
Pretty
about
fast.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They put all that together. All those engineers made that stuff with like a slide rule. People talk about, oh, they didn't have the technology that we have. It's like, well, they were still pretty damn dead on with everything.
Definitely.
Yeah. I guess personally, the thing I've been kind of obsessed with is the Duck comics. I picked up some. Well, my local comic book shop, he has a real good deal going right now where he's kind of emptying out his storage unit, and I think it's because he knows that all the new comics are kind of trash. And he has these 2 great big long boxes. If you buy 20 comics, you get them for $20. And if you that's what it is. So every comic over 20, like if I bought pulled 25 comics out of the thing, I got I get for $25. But just some really amazing stuff, and they're all really beat up, so we can't really sell them as decent stuff. But it's been a real
but they're good for a read. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm kind of obsessed with the Carl Barks stuff, because everything that you open up in that, it's an event. You never know what's going to happen. Every time you open it up, it's a new adventure. So it's like, man, what's gonna happen? Who knows? It's pretty awesome. And that's I guess what was the thing I said specifically? I made a video about him a little bit ago, and the thing that is neat about him is, yes, anything oh boy, anything that
You got it's anarchy in the chat now, Jack.
yeah,
Look,
my
got,
first
everyone's Doc Balog's in the chat. How Jack, how many, how chat. Vic King says how chat. Timothy Olsen says, say Vic King, tell the people more about Bear War now.
Oh boy. But no, what I was saying, that the neat thing about the Duck comics is that is the neat thing about the Duck comics is, even though anything could happen, it's all on the fringe of believability. Like, Because on one out of the 4 that I got, one of them is about Donald Duck trying out for the Olympics, and but the thing is like everybody he's competing against has like these other obligations, and they're better athletes than he is. But he's so bad at the event. He's the only one that finishes, but he's so bad they're like, no, we still don't want him. And another one, Scrooge McDuck wants to fly to outer space to hide his money on an asteroid. Another one is Donald Duck doesn't want to be a street sweeper, so he comes up with this plan to go to the Arctic to sell stuff. He wants to buy a boat and go to the Arctic. He borrows money from Scrooge, and then ends up.
His rich uncle, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I could just go on and on and on. Just yeah. Thanks, Doc. Yeah, I could just go on and on about those comics, man, because it's just really, really good adventures. You don't know what's going to happen. And really, you look into the Marvel stuff, or you look into a lot of the new comics, and you're like, well, you could open it up and you're like, well, I already know what's going to happen before I even open up the book. They've got so into their tropes and everything. So, I mean, did they nail?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of tropes.
No,
they're all in here now. Look, here you go. Timothy Olsen says, but did they nail virgins like Beowulf?
How's it going, Anth?
Amateur. Robert Shepard says, "Hail the Manta Horse."
Oh, here we go. That is probably one of my favorite fan group names. That's so funny, man.
Yeah, I didn't choose it. The chat chose it, so that's what it is.
That's how it goes. You can't. It's like a nickname, man. You can name your kid whatever you want, but when it goes out to the neighborhood, you never know what the neighborhood's going to go with the name you give your kid, man.
Doc Baylox is a bow-legged duck named Herman.
Oh boy.
So how does it feel? Your first read? What do you think?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I thought I got more wind in me than I thought I would. I thought I would just haul my way through it, but I from my preaching days, I know how to yak without saying anything.
Yeah, you can hold a conversation, so that's a good thing,
Right. Yeah, this is a really fun thing, man. Catching you guys, you and Vic, and Smirk when you guys are just in the early days of live stream, and
pre-wrench wars.
Yep. Oh yeah, that too. But like when it was just in the early days when you guys were still, you didn't know if you were gonna make your campaign and all that, and watching those, and then you and Smirk starting your channel, and then like Dillard's running more. It's just been a fun ride to be a part of, man. So that's part of the whole thing. There's just something about pushing everybody else, like
Yeah, I enjoy it, and watching other people grow and helping other people. Yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
You've even got a bot in your chat. First bot.
I know, my first bot. No kidding. Is it at least is it for something entertaining like porn?
I wouldn't advise clicking the link. It's
no.
Amateur Ant says, one thing to consider, Jack, change your YouTube name. It's too long.
Yeah, that's what I might chop it down to Happy Jack Savvy, just something like that.
Yeah, that'll work. You can upload. I think you did that with your trailer. Yeah, you uploaded that as your brand.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I had that.
You can download videos. If you get a 4K video downloader, you can download videos, and then just upload them up as well from YouTube.
Okay,
that's how I do it to make like the little intro things and stuff like that.
Okay,
let's do it. That's the easy way.
What else we got here? Let me see if I can't drop anything else.
Robert
'Cause,
Shepard says, "Just happy Jack." LOL.
yeah, Happy Jack. Yeah. No, I probably should do that. Well, let's see if I can do that right now. Go to channel.
Amateur Ant says you could go with Jack me off, even if
That's
that's shorter.
Mr. Mehoff. Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, that's yeah. That's what in the office that I work in, where we talk to truck drivers. It's crazy to me that, like, so some guy will come in like 4 days early for his appointment, right? And
Yeah.
he'll come in 4 days early for his appointment. And we're like, no, we can't work you today. And he's like, no, they said this is a really important load. You gotta, blah blah blah. You gotta take this truck. No. And they'll say, well, what's your name? It's like, well, knowing my name isn't going to change anything, but they sure want to know it. And then I'll just give them some fake name, and then they'll call back like, hey, where's is Joe working today? And I was like, no, there is no Joe. And the reason why I say my name's Joe is because there is no Joe.
Yep.
It's
like John Doe, something like that.
yeah, it will exactly.
They just want someone to blame.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. And it's there's something in a name, I guess. Yep. Okay, so I guess step 2, or another step in learning. So how do I throw some mods in there?
On the YouTube, if you can open the window on YouTube, like your actual stream.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so it has to go in through that.
Yeah, you go through YouTube and you can add moderators that way. The 3 dots next to their name.
Oop. I'm probably making a bunch of noise now, aren't I?
No. Like, hang on.
There you go, Manus.
Okay. Should I ban your bot for you?
There we go. Oh, got a couple more subs. Yeah, I think Doc subbed. Appreciate that.
Yep. Like, subscribe, and smash that bell for notifications.
Yeah.
Alright, see, I can.
Let's see. Community. Okay. Trying to change my name here. My goodness. Nope. Oh well. Don't have to do that live. Let me see.
Where is it?
That cracks me up, Tim.
Yeah, you were getting stream sniped.
What's that?
Vic was stream sniping you. I thought so.
Oh, that's no big deal. Shoot. Shoot, that was the thing. It was oh gosh, what was I gonna say with all that? It's like I think we both said that we wanted to do a stream tonight at the same time, and I think that's the thing I get a kick out of. When you get to be pals with people, it's like no, you go first. No, you go first, and that's always I always kind of like that stuff. And so when he started, he says, "Yeah, just let us know when you're going to start, and we'll jump around." So, but if he's still going, that's no big deal. Shoot, and I'm not probably going to run long. I just wanted to get a handle.
Get a feel for it.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I'd come over and say hello.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And like I said, probably maybe another 10 or 15 minutes, and we can jump out. But I just wanted to, get a first handle, man. My first guest, buddy.
Yeah.
So I guess so maybe tell me a little bit of the story where you get into some lore. How did you guys get hooked up with Vic, and how did you kind of meet with him?
Well, I came to Comicsgate in 2019, I think, like mid 2019, with Smirk, and we had the plan of doing the book, and we watched for a bit, and I watched some of Vic's artwork and his some of the fan art that he did, and then one thing led to another. We approached him, and the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah, that's cool. And I was thinking about this, like, I'm such a fan of his art and his style, and I was trying to think like of a good way to put it, or gosh, how do I even I think about his style, and I was like, man, that would be, when I look at that style, I'd be like, man, that would be really cool as a house style for a branding company. Not. I don't know, same but different, but Marvel has a house style, like some of the Romita stuff and all that. But I think the way Vic's style is, it would really lend itself to being a house style. And just when he's doing his line art stuff. Now, the thing I noticed the other day, and I think you were probably in the chat. I think you were in the chat that day, but he was doing the inking on that gal's hair with the fire coming out of her hands. Man, that inking on her hair just blew me away. His inks have just gone. That's one thing he's gotten really, really good at over the last year. It's been pretty great. Yeah. So lots of fun stuff. And it's like, so I guess I'll ask another question. Now, you and Smirk, now, did you guys grow up together, or did you again find each other through Comicsgate, or have you known each other before?
High school.
That? Oh, high school.
We met. Yeah, like year 10 and 11.
Okay.
And then we've known each other since then. So.
Okay, awesome. And gosh, I've been thinking about running this and about questions I'd ask you guys. I think because the guys I definitely want to talk to are you and Smirk, and then Vic, and then Dillard, just about process, about story ideas and everything. But so when you guys are fleshing everything out, is it a deal where you bounce off of each other, or like you might
we bounce a lot off each other?
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, Steph, what you said. Go ahead.
We bounce a lot off each other, and we both write. So like we work on documents together, and we'll bounce ideas off of each other, and like go from there. It's quite an enjoyable process when it comes
that's
to
awesome.
Fleshing out ideas. Yeah.
Now, do you go both have a hand? I'm guessing both of you have a hand in a lot of everything, but do you like the the interpersonal storyline stuff better? Are you a world building guy? I mean, like for like what is your favorite part, or what do you think you're like the best at?
Probably world building and character building. Like this, the two things that I enjoy the most.
Yeah.
Amish Rant's trying to take your stream in that direction, like in the chat.
What's that?
He's trying to take it in the gay direction.
So one of the things that I might do a video on this. I was looking through a bunch of old, um, because I was looking for some. Gosh, I got three thoughts all jumping into my head at once. Well, I'm gonna do some more music type videos for updates and everything. And
Yep.
so I was looking through. Because I used to play music. I used to be pretty damn good at playing bass. I played a lot. I was pretty close to a studio quality musician, and the way I played, when I was playing bass, you couldn't tell if it was a bass or a guitar. I mean, I play faster and blah 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 blah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I was looking through a bunch of old stuff, and I came across this poem, and the poem goes, "Messy peaches make for messy eating. Into the river, your robes need cleaning." And that was something from a sermon I preached where I'm talking about the end of all things, talking about the tree of life and the river of life and all that stuff. Now, no
Yep.
matter what you believe, the Bible is good storytelling. It's good structure. I mean, I know
Mhm.
it inside and out, where it's like, man, the way this certain person tells a story in this, but whatever. But my big thing is to make everything as tactile and touchable as possible. And this was a conversation. The poem was a conversation that went back to one of my professors, and we were talking about, in the biblical story,
Mhm.
at the end of all things, the tree of life. Really, the only thing to measure time is each month new fruit grows on the tree. And I think I
Yeah.
said something to one of the professors. I was like, "Man, I bet that'd be some pretty good peaches off that tree." And he just kind of smiled, and he said something like, "Can you imagine pulling the peach down, taking a bite of it? It gets on your robes, and then you wash yourself off in the river of life." And that is such a great picture and such a great, like, in storytelling. I can feel the texture on his words when he's telling me about that. I can feel the warmth from his smile as he's thinking about it. And that's the
Mm.
kind of storytelling that I'm just obsessed with, where it's just like, are you setting somebody's mind on fire? That's,
Yeah.
again, I
That's
don't.
the philosophical, like, sort of spin. Yeah, I love that. I love that stuff as well. Like,
Yep. It's pretty amazing, and it's just like, again, I don't mean to, I understand not everybody's going to believe what I believe, but man, in storytelling, there's some really.
regardless of what you believe, though, too, when you read the Bible, you get though the metaphors are solid metaphors. Like,
Yep.
they are, like, and they're like the way they can deconstruct ideas, like that you can get so many things from that. Like,
Hmm. Um, I guess we can go a couple more minutes here before just yakety yaks off here, but one of the things, there's a movie called Two Lane Blacktop. Have you ever heard of it?
no,
That's fine. That's fine. Probably not. It's a movie from the '60s, and I can always it's kind of an indie movie, an art film kind of thing. So there's a lot of space in it and a lot of scenes and not a lot of dialogue. But yeah, because I think both you and Smirk would really get a kick out of it, in that. Oh boy, I'm trying to tell you something I have no context for or no way to explain it.
Hmm.
There's
do you
there's
love
one of
that?
the
Like,
there's one of the characters in the movie that he's a BSer, and I think that it would be worth watching the movie to get that third character, because basically it follows these two drag racers in the late
yep,
'60s. They build a '55 Chevy and they drag race it, and they meet this guy who's kind of a goofball, ne'er-do-well, big fat liar guy, and there's a really nice payoff with that guy at the end of the movie. So it's one of those movies. It's like, it's probably on the good side of average. It's a B movie, but it's a really nice payoff. So yeah, Two Lane Blacktop. If you do catch it, um, I think I'm going to do a review on it, just to turn people's minds onto it, because it's such a great character. I would like to see people bump that character into it, just like kind of not steal, but like take inspiration from how they wrote this guy, because there's a real nice payoff with it. But
yeah, I'll have a look at it.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun. But well, shoot. Go ahead, drop your links in the chat, man. Mantis and Smirk and Vic are all running a book called Artifice Reanimate. It is. I've backed it twice, man, and the art looks pretty sharp. The guys have put a ton of work into it. So yeah. Throw it
Thanks,
in.
Jack. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'll
Good
check it
stuff,
in, yeah.
man. Yep. So I will. Let's see. I can. That's wow. I can't believe how handy that is. Okay, so at 45 minutes, I will play my video that I made. Play the video that I made for my book. It's called Alley Puke Blues. It's a mini comic zine, my first shot. It's about 16, 17 pages. The whole purpose of it is to make something. Yeah, Ant. I'm going to go back to, after I clean up and everything, I'm going to go back there and hang out, shoot. But it's the whole idea of the thing is like maybe a little bit low quality, but just the idea of having the thing. It's going to be an indie zine, just the thing to have. And yeah, I'm going to try to get it out as cheaply as possible so people can have it. But let's end on the video for it. Boop.
Legs are broke and I can't go. Everywhere I crawl, I feel I choke. Everywhere I crawl, everywhere I crawl, no, down. Nowhere for me to rest the soles of my feet. No countenance to smile upon. Nowhere for me to rest the soles of my feet. No countenance to smile upon. Now to everything that I love is a dead and gone. Down. Bop.
Jack Stavinka, everyone. Back his book. All sign up today. Back Artifice Reanimate. And I'll catch you all at the big stream.
Because your camera's on. That's why you're on camera.
There we go. No, I didn't. I just I thought if I would X out of it, it would just go. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, what's going on, Happy Jack?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just I'm working, man, and just wanted to get a run on this. Yeah, just getting some stick time, knowing how to talk to people, or at least sound halfway coherent. Shoot.
Hold on, I'm having a hard time hearing you because Doc won't be quiet.
Oh, you're still on the other side too. Yeah, just getting some stick time, getting good at this. I was informed that because I'm running on Firefox, I was informed that it runs a ton better on Chrome, which I'll have to download.
What, did that make a difference for the stream?
No, it was blocking. It wouldn't let me share the screen right. It got weird. Let me see if I can try it. Here, let me see. Do a tab. Here, let's go over to. I'll show, since you're in here, I'll show you one of my favorite videos of all time.
All right.
Because I think what I did is I was afraid that I was going to dox myself because it was the whole screen thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told it to block the deal, and now I can't get it to run.
Oh, I see.
Share.
This is one of those situations where the problem is behind the keyboard.
Yes, absolutely. How about that? Yeah, the browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues. Let's try it again. Oh, extra camera. And also, I'm just starting out on the free one.
Mm-hmm.
So, here, let's see if I can do it one more time.
The free one's fine. It shouldn't make very much difference at all.
Okay.
Just a lot of people get really upset looking at that duck up in the upper right corner. And then as the days go by and as the streams kind of wear on, they get more and more upset looking at that duck. I think they did that on purpose so that you buy the full version so you can get rid of the duck.
Okay, I don't think I got anything on here that would. Nope, it will not let me do that. Weird. People get tired of the duck, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
And they gave it that derpy face on purpose so you get more sick of it the more you look at it.
Oh man. Well, I was asking Mantis this when it was just me and him running, or he and me, or however that goes, when we were running earlier. So one of my big things is that, breathe in, breathe out kind of stuff, where like I catch myself, like if I do a bunch of creating, a bunch of writing, everything, I kind of get a little bit burnt out. And so it's like, what am I taking back in to kind of fill myself back up to, it's almost like burning energy and then getting hungry and all that. And yeah, my big thing lately is duck comics. My local comic book shop has a really good deal on these old crappy comics that he can't really sell. They don't have value because they're beat up and the covers are tore off and everything. But I found 4 old Carl Barks comics and I love them. And they're these amazing adventures. You never know what's going to happen. They're on the edge of believability and they're fun, man. I've been really into those. So that's been yeah.
Well, I'm still on the I don't know what you mean by duck comics. Just comics that have ducks in them.
Oh no, sorry. What I mean, like Donald Duck and like Scrooge McDuck, like the Carl.
Oh, dude, those comics are great.
Yeah, they're amazing, man. I'm obsessed.
They even have like Darkwing Duck comics that are really good.
Really? Because the
Mhm.
ones that I have are like from the 50s that I just found in the bin. So if there's some Darkwing Ducks, those are good stuff.
Did you ever watch the remake?
Oh, they remade it? You mean
Yeah.
like
Well,
when we
what
were
they
kids in the
did
90s?
was, when they remade the DuckTales,
Okay.
they did a newer version, like just a couple of years ago, of the DuckTales.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the cartoon, and it was really good. Like the animation was, as you would. Some people don't like it because it's more slick, it's more angled. They do a lot more dynamic stuff with it, but it's not as flowy as the old animation was.
Oh, yeah, a little bit
But it
more
still
sharp.
looked really slick and really good. But what they did was they had I think it was like a 3-episode arc where they brought in Darkwing Duck, and he was like the same voice actor and everything. But in this world, he was like an actor that played on a show called Darkwing Duck.
That's
But
awesome.
he ended up having to embody the role and become an actual hero to get because there was a whole bunch of shenanigans going on. It was actually great. He became Darkwing Duck.
That's that's awesome. You remember how like those cartoons, because they had Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, they had what was the robot superhero guy? Because I even think he got his own show.
That was Fenton McQuack,
Yeah,
and he played Gizmo Duck.
yeah. And all those duck shows had their own deal. Yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah,
really,
yeah.
really
They
good
were, and they
stuff.
were all good.
Yeah.
That's the thing that killed me, was that every duck show was very good. I even used like I had this old VHS tape. I don't know where it came from, but it was some recordings of some old Donald Duck cartoons. But it was the ones that had like Donald Duck's uncle, the Professor Duck.
Oh, yeah.
I forget what his actual name was, and then the boys, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and oh man, it was such good episodes.
Mm.
I don't know what happened to them, but they were just very, very good and rewatchable to the extreme, just over and over again.
Right. Well, in again, back to my comic book store guy, I saw that he had a collection of the Carl Barks Duck comics, or the whatever Donald Duck comics,
Mm-hmm.
and so I grabbed them because I think Fantagraphics they're reprinting a bunch of them, but I grabbed him, and he was so happy that I bought it because he was like, man. He's like, those are my desert island books. You take away my whole collection and put me on a desert island, and I can pick one thing. I'm taking all my duck comics. And it's like you said, I think those 4 comics that I have, I think I've read them all like 5 or 6 times, just like the cartoons you're talking about, just so good.
Yeah, they are. They're definitely worth it.
Right. So that's what's been tucking me in at night, man. Just
the things that I really do love, and people give me shit for, is I love the Scooby-Doo comics.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and especially like the meetups, like Scooby-Doo meets Batman and yada yada. It's just fucking hilarious fun, and you don't have to think too hard, but it's like really tongue. Like I remember the latest one I was reading was like a Scooby-Doo meets Man-Bat.
Yeah.
And then it was a regular adventure, Batman and whatever. He comes in and Man-Bat, but at the very end, like it's like, well, I guess we won't be seeing the likes of that Man-Bat anymore, And then like Scooby-Doo just shows up wearing the Man-Bat mask, and then Shaggy goes zoinks and runs away, and then he takes off the mask and he's like, oh, Ruby-Doo. I'm like, this is fantastic. It's a perfect ending.
Well, and that's the thing about that. That's when you get comics like that can make you laugh. That's the other thing with those Barks comics, is they're funny. There's always some goofy thing in there. That we were talking about it right before I left the chat and let it running. That's so funny that you have to physically end it. That cracks me up. But gosh dang it, what was I gonna say? One of the comics is about Donald Duck. They're having tryouts for the Olympics in Duckburg, and he's the worst contestant in every event, but all the other people, like one guy, his wife doesn't want him to compete, another guy, his boss is it going to give him the time off and all that stuff? And so that literally the only competitor is Donald Duck, but he's so bad that they're not going to take him. It's the same gag over and over again, but it's still funny.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but
No, like I love Donald Duck because he's almost like every guy in the sense where it's like like Donald Duck doesn't really try to be an asshole. It's just nothing ever goes right for him, you know.
that is a great way to put it. Yeah.
So even the song in the beginning, remember the old animated song? It says, "Who's got a sunny disposition?" Or something like this. It says, "Who gets stuck with all the bad luck? No one but Donald Duck."
Oh yeah. Oh my
gosh! It's like but the thing is, he's not like eternally patient. That's his problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
The problem is that he gets upset. He's like, "All right, enough of this shit."
Well, that's exactly it, man. You hit it right on the nose. I can't take it anymore. That's so funny.
Like you guys, he's like, "Oh, you're fucking with me. Now I'm gonna fuck with you guys," you know. And then he hatches a plan to fuck with somebody else, and then it blows up in his face.
Right.
Like even like a regular cartoon, like one of my favorite cartoon characters of all of them. And I think there's maybe like 5 videos that he's even in. Humphrey the Bear.
Humphrey the Bear.
Yeah, he had I think his most famous little skit was the one where he was picking up trash with a stick. He's a bear that lives in the woods next to a ranger, the fat ranger.
Okay.
And the ranger's always, lining the bears up and giving them jobs to do, in the park. Well, Donald Duck, in one of the Donald Duck cartoons, he goes to the park, just to, Yellowstone or whatever it is, Pudding Stone. He goes to the park to have a picnic, and fucking that's all he's trying to do is have a picnic in the park, and Humphrey the Bear keeps trying to steal his fucking picnic basket. Because that's what you do. And also, if you're all the bears line up to greet the guests that come to the park, because the guests will commonly give them food. And, he tries to put on a show for Donald Duck, and he does bear things. And then when it's all over, Donald Duck just packs up his food and leaves and doesn't give him anything, so he tries to steal some shit. But yeah, man. Humphrey the Bear, he's like, oh God, I would say he's probably like the biggest fucking unsung hero of the entire Disney library.
That's funny. Like that's the stuff that I really get a kick out of. Like when people tell stories like that, they really like, some obscure movie or some character that's a side guy that's like this, that, everybody needs to know about it because it's good. I love that stuff, man.
I'm going to show you a picture of Humphrey the Bear. You're going to know exactly who he is. Let me see. Humphrey the Bear. Like there was one where Donald Duck was a hunter and Humphrey the Bear like pretends to be his bearskin rug and shit, and Donald Duck's like raking the shit out of him and he's crying in the
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
This is Humphrey the Bear.
Oh yes, yep. I know exactly that guy. That's so funny. Yes, because
here's one where he's making him pick up trash.
Isn't there one where like, and even like it's all the gags? Because hold on a second. Hopefully this makes your screen big and doesn't kick you. There we go. I think there's one like when he's pretending to be the bear rug. Like all the gags happen, and I think even Donald Duck's smoking a cigar, and like one of the ashes from his cigar laying on the rug.
No, I think like a fireplace ember pops and lands on him or something.
Yeah, and he's trying not to.
Yeah, his eyes like all tearing up.
Oh man, 100%.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I love it. Like everything he's in is fucking just great.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And the way they animate him, because he's super, high strung, right? So that was probably the most famous one, is when they were the fishing season, where he's trying to stretch the fish out so he can keep it.
Oh yeah, and I remember that. That's that ranger. Yes, that's so funny. Because I think I've seen literally all those cartoons 100 times, but until you put them in front of my face, I don't think I thought about that character for 20 years.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know why, but everybody's like, oh, I don't even remember Humphrey the Bear. But like, no, you do. You don't remember, but you do. He's fucking great. I'm telling you.
Well, and when you look at that stuff through adult eyes, because when you're a kid, you're gonna watch whatever is put in front of you, you know. But
Yeah.
then you see that as an adult, and you're like, oh man, I should have appreciated that more.
And I remember my wife got Disney Plus when the kids were kind of like in the house for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we'll get a Disney Plus to see what, whatever. They didn't even like anything. They don't like the old cartoons, right? Unless it's super bright or 3D. The kids don't like it these days. They like their Coco Melon.
Oh yeah.
But I was just rewatching all the old Humphrey the Bears and the Chip and Dale and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh, that's
stuff,
another Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Something that blew me away with the Chip and Dale stuff. One of them has the Hawaiian shirt like Magnum PI, and the other one is Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Chip is the Indiana Jones one. He's the responsible one.
Right.
And Dale's the fucking, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, fucking party animal.
Oh, man. Yeah. That's really good stuff.
No, but they're good. They're good. They're fucking excellent palate cleansers when you really don't want to just be heavy into something, just watch something fun and quality. Because they're super quality.
Right. And I'm trying to think, like, my absolute favorite thing, and I think my old man was really good about, well, we were poor, but he was a kind of a neat old hippie, and he was really good about just like well-rounded, exposing me to just every different thing he could find. But he loved the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes stuff. And so I grew up, on Bugs Bunny and Donald Duck and all that stuff. Or not Donald Duck, but Daffy Duck. I grew up on all that stuff, and that's like, and I remember watching some of those. And you talk about quality, some of the stuff that was like in the 40s and 50s, after they kind of got it down, the quality is so sharp. Where if you were to play some of that stuff, you would. I mean, it looks just as good as anything today.
Oh yeah, the animation is so smooth, and they really took their time on it. It's like I guess, but you can still tell from the the age of it and everything. But if they were to remaster it, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%. And they're funny. I mean, yeah.
Like it's there. Like the frames per second is there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the quality is there. You're never gonna get rid of it.
Right. It's and whenever they try to reboot it every couple of years to try to freshen it up, it's like first of all, you gotta find somebody talented enough like Mel Blanc to do those voices. But then you gotta do it right. You kind of gotta. Well, I think the guys who really got it right was they took a variation of a theme and made it their own, but was Animaniacs. That came out when I was in high school, and we were all late teens, getting ready to graduate from high school, but we would go home and watch that. It was just so funny, or everybody knew it,
Mm-hmm. That's how most people learn their countries of the world.
Oh man, I tell you what, it's you're probably you roll your eyes every time I say it because I bring it up all the time. But gosh, those kids videos, those Hispanic kids videos about the barnyard stuff. I wish they had English subtitles, man, because I have some Hispanic friends, and I'm like, like teach me Spanish. I've been making them, do stuff here and there. They're work friends, but I'm in a different department now, and so I don't get to see them very often. It's like, gosh, dang it.
No, they're great cartoons. Like I was saying earlier, like they are just the most god awful looking things. There's no production value when it comes to how they look. They're way behind. And the thing is, they've been around for a while, and they even have toys because my kids love them, right?
Right.
And we found out that they actually do make toys of these characters, and the toys look just as bad. They had a complete set of like some resin toys, and fucking the thing showed up broken. It's just terrible, just fucking money grab shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the music is fucking just spot on. I love it.
I know, like that song has been stuck in my head for days. Just yeah. And I I still, especially since you explained it to me, the cultural significance, but like when the rooster whistles and then like the spinster hen is like, oh my gosh, she just has her mouth open.
No, it's great. The thing is, like, it's great when people like can find something that you found and like and they can appreciate it. It's like, oh no, this is actually good. Just give it a second, because that stuff is so poorly rendered that it's like I understand if you don't want to give it a second.
Oh well, I've been making all my coworkers watch it. I just transferred departments. I went from a super stressful, like crazy bang bang job to now it's one of the easiest jobs I've ever had. And so we're kind of just sitting around doing YouTube stuff. And I'll be like, guys, you need to watch this. And I'm explaining it to me, and they're like, uh-huh. I'm like, no, you give me a chance. I need to learn Spanish so I can explain it better.
You need to expose yourself to this, or I will
Right.
expose you.
Right?
All right. I'm gonna head over to Vicstream because I got some questions about
no big
Beowar,
deal.
and I
No
can't
big
finish without answering these questions about Beowar.
Yeah. No, thanks for hijacking it so I had to come back over here. Okay, so I'll end it right now. Okay.
End it correctly. All right. I'll see you later, man.
Broadcast. Boop.